Countless lakes and dense forests cover 70% of the land. This is Suomi, or Finland, a country of forests and lakes. A place where 1/3 of the country is a white Arctic land, and where Santa Claus and reindeer are everywhere. This is where fairy tales come to life. A land of pure white snow. This is Lapland, the northernmost region of Finland. A 9-hour flight from Korea, Finland is located on the northernmost part of the world, on the north coast of the Baltic Sea. The continent stretches up north and down south, having a similar topography as the Korean peninsula. Today, my first destination is Helsinki, the capital of Finland. Referred to as the White City of Northern Europe, Helsinki is the capital of Finland, and the only capital in the world located on the northernmost end of a country. Helsinki is the 4th coldest capital in the world. It feels like I'm already experiencing the winter of the Arctic Circle in Helsinki.
북쪽으로 이제 올라가면 더 추워지겠죠.
Winter lasts up to more than half a year here. Finland is a land of lakes, snow, and forest. Sibelius, a celebrated musician of Finland, expressed the mystical nature of Finland and the cruel fate of the country in his music. To this day, Finlandia is sung as the 2nd national anthem of Finland.
Also wrote lots of organ music, but it's like floating in the air. If you walk around this monument, depending on which angle you look at it, it's always different. And if you walk around, it seems to be floating in the air. That's the thing. It doesn't seem like grounded at all.
Sibelius's inspiration for his expression of music was sensual and passionate, and went beyond anything auditory. These steel pipes resemble organ pipes and seem to be a great visual representation of Sibelius's music. Helsinki Central Railway Station is where trips to different parts of Finland begins, including the Arctic Circle. Cars are loaded onto the train before passengers enter. Because rail transport is well developed in Finland, people can take their cars with them.
밤새도록 달릴 텐데 그 안에 이 차를 싣고 가는 기차입니다, 지금. 저는 처음 보는데요. 너무 신기한데요, 진짜.
The train finally takes off to the Arctic. The snowy scenery of Finland is hard to see at night, so I decide to sleep early and recharge for next day's journey. The trip to Rovaniemi, the city closest to the Arctic Circle, is 12 hours, or 800 kilometers from Helsinki. The morning in the Arctic refreshes my mind and body. As the moon and the sun greet me, I feel as though I've stepped into a fairy tale world. There is an obvious contrast between the northern part of Finland and Helsinki. The thick white forest purifies and cleanses everything in its path. In this Santa's village 8 kilometers from Rovaniemi is a display that indicates the Arctic Circle.
이쪽에 저 라인이 선이 북극선을 표시한다고 합니다. 대단한데요? 그리고 이쪽이 남쪽이 되겠고 여기서부터 이제 북쪽으로 북극권이 되는 거죠. 자, 북극권 속으로 제가 한번 들어가 보겠습니다.
What will it be like in the Arctic Circle? The Arctic Circle begins at 66 degrees and 33 minutes north of the equator. From Rovaniemi, the starting city of the Arctic Circle, I'm off to Sariselka and Norgom, the northernmost village in Finland, and Bugonis, a village near the Arctic Ocean. The moment I enter Sariselka, a coniferous forest embellished in white appears before my eyes. I can't just pass by the beautiful forest.
콧속이 숨을 들이쉴 때는 콧속이 따끔따끔해요. 코털이 얼어가지고. 숨 내쉴 때는 더운 기운이 나오니까는 괜찮은데 따가웠다 풀렸다 따가웠다 풀렸다. 실감나네 실감나.
This is the setting of Andersen's fairy tale, The Snow Queen. Lapland, which makes up 1/3 of Finland's territory, is an Arctic tundra covered in fir and spruce tree forest and gets snow 9 months out of the year. If you were to paint the winter of Lapland on a canvas, you would only need 2 colors. There are 37 national parks in Finland, where 70% of the country is covered in forest. The winter forest of Lapland is a world without paths if no one walks through it.
In some places 1 meter.
1 meter?
1 meter, yes,
우와.
in valleys.
지금서부터 이렇게 눈이 쌓이기 시작해서 조금씩 쌓이기 시작해서 여기가 1m까지 쌓인대요. 눈이 녹지 않고 계속. 그리고 여기는 습설이 아니고 건설이라서 그냥 푹푹 빠지는 거죠. 다져지는 게 아니고.
Hearing nothing but the sound of walking on snow, I start to believe the Snow Queen is out there somewhere.
Spruce.
Spruce.
It's our Christmas tree.
네, 크리스마스 트리에 사용되는 나무래요.
Yeah.
Trees here don't need to be decorated during the Christmas season. The best Christmas tree is created by nature's beauty. Lapland has a way of purifying people's hearts.
So how many kilograms one tree?
Oh, the winter time,
Winter times.
there could be more and more, and maybe 400 kilos in the end of winter, in March. Yeah.
아마
It's
이게
like an elephant.
A pine tree more than 400 years old. Its roots have probably grown deeper to fight the long winter. This place may be a white heaven to strangers, but it is a barren land for anyone to live in. Who were the first people to settle here? Just outside the national park, I encounter a man in traditional clothes herding reindeer.
밟아. 밟아.
He is a Sami, a minority group in Lapland. Where could he be headed with his reindeer?
뭐 하는 걸까? 우리가 가면 뭐가 안 오나 봐요. 그러니까 안 되니까 여기서 좀 기다리라고.
If you go that side, the reindeer would come, but you close the road.
오케이.
The Sami man becomes agitated after encountering a stranger while trying to herd a flock of nervous reindeer.
So, wait here, wait here. You two wait here, because they don't never see you, so they don't trust you. They don't know who you are. So they know who I am, so they follow me. But they are always a little careful for the strangers.
I watch them from afar. The reindeer, which have survived in Lapland by always being on guard, slowly flock to their home. Luckily, they obediently follow their master. Salam, a member of the Sami people, offers food to the ones that step inside the fence.
Jäkal, reindeer moss.
Jäkal?
Jäkal, joo.
약간?
Joo. Nam, ja. Reindeer.
I make an attempt to feed the reindeer myself. As expected, they run away from me. No stranger can approach them. I eventually wait outside the fence. Reindeer are the Sami people's most valued asset. There are 250,000 reindeer in the region of Lapland alone.
야생성이 아직도 살아 있는 거죠. 저게 이제 길들여지겠죠.
The Sami people have raised reindeer in Lapland for thousands of years.
Can I try?
Yeah, we walk. Okay.
오, 아까 안 와. 나한테는 안 와.
Out of the 500 reindeer Salam is raising, this is the tamed lead reindeer. He obediently follows me under the control of his master. The Sami people rely on reindeer sleds to get around in the wintertime.
You sit there.
I automatically start imagining Santa Claus in his reindeer sleigh when I hear the word Finland. I ride the Lapland natives' reindeer sled and experience the nature of the land to the fullest. I arrive at a wooden hut near the reindeer pasture.
이야, 모닥불이 켜져 있는.
Well, this is the kohti how the Sami lives thousands of years.
The Sami people once lived in what's called a kota, while enduring the bitter cold in Lapland. Preserving their traditions to this day, the Sami people currently use it as a space to get away from the cold when working in farms.
공간은 그렇게 넓지는 않아요. 넓지는 않은데 아마 너무 넓으면 난방에 또 문제가 있겠죠. 근데 굉장히 아늑하고 따뜻하고 심리적으로 안정감이 굉장히.
I grow more fascinated with the Sami people, who have lived in the bleak northern land of Lapland inside a kota during harsh winters. The Sami people live with a strong will, surviving even the harshest blizzards. How are they able to communicate with nature? The Sami were the first people to come to Lapland before the last ice age began. Along with Alaskan Inuits, the Sami represent natives of the Arctic Circle.
Welcome to Sida.
What do the Sami people look like?
Same face to you.
Me?
Yeah? Oh, it's you.
닮았나요?
Now that I take a look, they do look a lot like Asians.
It's maybe because the Samis, one theory is that Sami has come from east.
East.
From Russia, from east to Finland. So maybe there is some...
The Sami had a great Shisu spirit, the quality of determination and perseverance that all Finns believe they themselves have. Perhaps the word Suomi originated in their time, when they raised reindeer in the forest and lakes of Lapland, making a living by hunting and fishing.
그들은 국가에 어떤 구석이 있는 게 아니고 유대감이 그렇게 있다고 합니다. 그리고 술록만 키우는 게 아니고 얼음에 낚시에서부터 그리고 바다 이렇게 해서 굉장히 다양한 생활 패턴이 있는 것 같아요.
I'm back on the road headed to the northernmost part of the Arctic Circle. It's a fierce battle with snow the more I travel north.
저 앞에 한참 시선 안 보이는데 그러니까 더 미지의 세계로 들어가는 신비감은 더한 것 같아요. 굉장히 조심스럽게 지금 가고 있습니다.
The Finns speed up to 100 kilometers per hour, even when the road is covered in snow. They are very accustomed to driving in the winter. However, our car eventually slides on the ice.
이게 앞으로는 가면 안 돼. 뒤로만 빠져야 돼.
Our guide with 50 years of driving experience in Finland is no match for snow. I try my hand at backing the car. It doesn't move.
You don't understand. No, you can't. You have never been here in winter time.
Okay.
I have been all my life.
I listen to the guide who has 70 years of life experience in Finland. He is right. Though I'm running late to my next destination, I learn to be humble through this experience. Eventually, the guide manages to get us back on the road.
다니기가 힘든 것 같아요. 아까 눈에 빠졌는데 시계도 지금 안 좋고 그래서 생각보다 위험한 게 아주 거창하게 있는 게 아니고 바로 옆에 있는 것 같아요. 조심해서 다녀야 될 것 같아요.
I head toward the Arctic Circle once again, after experiencing the difference of seeing snow during the day and seeing what the snow does at night. This is New Orgam, a village 200 kilometers north of Saraselka, at the northernmost point of Finland by the Norwegian border. After a long battle with the heavy snow, my whole body feels frozen. A resident I meet at the rest area tells me that this weather is nothing compared to what I'll experience up north.
Yes. Not winter yet, but in January, February, March, and April we get much snow. 2 meters. 2 meters? Yes. Yeah.
I feel just as terrified as when I climbed the Himalayas. I hope I can get there safely. Could this wind be coming from the Arctic Ocean? It grows stronger the further north I go. In the village near the border of Norway, a security camera and a sign indicating the border is all there is.
여기가 핀란드와 노르웨이의 국경선입니다. 뭐 국경 지역임에도 불구하고 뭐 관계가 있거나 삼엄하거나 뭐 그런 분위기가 절대 없는데요. 그냥 옆 동네 같아요.
With just an iron fence marking the border of the two countries, people and cars can come and go freely. Starting in Rovaniemi, at 66 degrees north, I travel up 70 degrees north to 1.Lapland, the northernmost village in Finland. Forests disappear, and rocks spread out before me the more I draw closer to the Arctic Circle. I see the Arctic Ocean from a distance. Life existed even in this barren land. Could the Sami people have had feelings of fear and excitement when they first stepped into this land, just as I do now? The wind in the Arctic Ocean leaves a lasting impression on me.
와, 아까 일몰인지 일출인지 분간이 안 되는 게 지금 싹 사라지고 있어요. 지금 눈보라가 지금 밀려오고 있어요.
Experiencing winter in Lapland in the midst of the bright Arctic Ocean was what I've been looking forward to for a very long time. Just when I thought the sun was going to rise, it sets. That's because the polar night is occurring. The Arctic blizzard subsides, being considerate to the stranger visiting the land. Will I ever get to see the Arctic Ocean again in this lifetime?
바닷물이니까 역시 짱이 짠데 굉장히 달게 느껴져요. 힘들게 왔잖아요. 아직 얼진 않았네요. 이게 다 얼겠죠 이제? 유빙이 밀려올 거고.
Ice formed on the rocks where countless waves of the ocean crashed onto them. The ocean will become a vast iceland starting in December. There are people who make a living on this frozen land. These residents repair some sort of structure.
Yeah. Skyven ut. Okay.
We have
The storm are taking one of these. We have to
repair.
The structure that anchors boats seems to be broken.
와, 굉장히 무겁다.
Yay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good.
It feels good to know that I can be of help to the people I just met on my journey in the Arctic. My last destination in Lapland after 1.Lapland is Bugonis, a village on the territory of Norway pioneered by Finnish immigrants.
에서 북쪽에 북극해에 가장 가까운 끝마을 비고니스 마을이에요. 바람이 굉장히 셉니다. 겨울바람이. 와, 이곳은 어떻게 지내나? 사람들이 대단한 것 같아.
Bugonis is one of the villages in Norwegian Lapland. It is also referred to as Little Finland. The inscription on the stone at the village entrance explains that Bugonis was developed by Finnish immigrants.
국기가 핀란드 국기하고 노르웨이 국기가 같이 있네. 노르웨이형 땅이지만 이렇게 또 같이 있는 거 보니까 마음이 따뜻한데요.
Over 60% of the residents here speak Finnish.
Another country.
Yeah.
Where?
South Korea.
From Korea.
Korea.
Korea, sir. From Korea,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It is also, this is far from Bugøynes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fabric.
The elderly woman meticulously introduces the village that has a population of 230 people.
Shops.
Two shop.
Yeah, one there and one in there. 17 boats.
17 boat.
Fish boats.
Oh,
Fishing
fish boat.
boats, yes. So, and you can see the meat fabric there, over there.
Oh, there.
There, over there. Have a nice time here.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The kind woman's introduction of Bugonis was short but powerful. A group of fishermen gather king crab just caught in the Arctic Ocean in the docking area. I never expected to see king crabs at the Arctic Ocean. They are enormous.
굉장히 커. 와, 이 밤바다에서 나오는구나. 정말 크네요. 크고 추워서 그런지 아주 천천히 움직이는데.
They immediately weigh the fresh crabs. After classifying them by size, the small ones are shipped out after being raised in water tanks for 15 days. This is the biggest king crab that was caught today. It's so heavy, I can barely lift it.
정말 커요. 근데 조심하라고. 7kg. 와. 7kg.
The king crab of the freezing Arctic Ocean is the main source of income for the residents of Bugonis. In the village are traces of objects that have overcome the fierce waves of the Arctic Ocean.
북극해 파도에 비해서는 배는 굉장히 작았구나.
The people of the Arctic Ocean fought the violent waves with small wooden boats. I'm reminded of what Robert Peary, the explorer who reached the geographic North Pole, once said: humans can get used to any agony.
저도 여기 지금 서 있는데 더 갈 수가 없죠. 갈 수가 없는 대신 어떤 마음은 차분해지면서 어떤 비장미도 좀 있고 되돌아보는 시간도 갖고 나의 한계도 좀 느껴보고 그런 것 같습니다.
As night approaches, the winds of the Arctic Ocean grow ever stronger. At that moment, I witness an unusual sight. A group of teenagers jump into the cold ocean in the negative 20-degree weather.
What is this? Hey, hello! Swimming!
These high-spirited youths instantly overpower the frigid Arctic Ocean.
It was beautiful, but it was shocking.
Travelers experience another facet of the Arctic Ocean. People are walking out of a sauna. They go for a swim in the cold ocean after being in the sauna. What's so appealing about the sauna in the Arctic?
To relax you.
People and
it relaxes.
And in
it's
these
a confident
cold, dark
moment.
times. I think it's a sincere moment too.
Elsa, who is almost 70, chops firewood early in the morning.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning.
I couldn't just stand and watch.
Fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. You feel you are alone in the world.
앞에 해가 장쾌하게 펼쳐져 있어요. 해안이 해수욕장이에요. 그 앞에 사우나가 있는 거예요, 바로.
Elsa takes the firewood to her sauna.
And then that.
Her husband, who is Norwegian, didn't enjoy saunas. But for Elsa, who is Finnish, saunas were of value all her life.
So now for the people. My family is Finnish from the beginning of, so sauna is important. It's Finnish culture, yeah. Yeah. So all people here have sauna in their house. That's a special Finnish culture.
Birch trees and old appliances are items included in all Finnish saunas. I come to learn more about Elsa's roots. It's a witty drawing portraying that going nude is forbidden. Elsa drew it herself.
It's a good all person understand this, so they cannot say that we haven't read that. You can see it.
Her appliances hold the priceless value of time. She may be a Norwegian citizen, but her heart is in Finland. After giving me a tour of her sauna, Elsa kindly invites me into her home. This 60-year-old stroller, which belonged to Elsa when she was 4, is her most valuable possession. Her family always reminded her of her Finnish roots.
More than 100. More. 150, I think.
Elsa's husband, as well as her father, was a fisherman. The Arctic Ocean brought riches to her family. But when her oldest brother got lost at sea, the entire family almost left the Arctic Ocean. Elsa lives by herself near the Arctic Ocean. She treats me like her own son, saying that I've traveled far to come to Bugones.
It should feel very warm inside. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Telescopes placed on the windowsill catch my attention. Although the Arctic Ocean can be seen from her window, she's reminded that she's not alone if she sees it up close.
If it's windy, we say that when it's windy, the weather is bad. But if it's suddenly, it can be silent. And then, oh, we have so good weather. So, yeah, we have to live here with all things. So, yeah, I don't want to go away.
Even to the Finnish, coming to the Arctic is a cold and harsh journey. Lapland, the land of the Arctic, is a home of the heart to the Finnish people.
See you at Christmas. See you soon.